The World Register is an independent news source. Our goal is to be a leading provider of truthful, unbiased, and timely reporting about people, places, and events. We currently use other news outlets to provide content and are not responsible for their version of events. Reuters news agency reports today that Russian President Vladimir Putin said that U.S. President Donald Trump ran a better presidential campaign than Hillary Clinton, and U.S. intelligence agencies could have easily faked Russia's hacking of the Democratic Party. U.S. intelligence officials have said Russia tried to interfere in the U.S. election by hacking President Trump's opponents. This charge has emboldened those wishing to cause political divisions and supposed outrage over whether President Trump had improper ties with Russia. It was not clear from the report what would or would not be considered improper ties. Addressing the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum, President Putin said the hacking accusations were nothing more than harmful gossip, which was damaging international relations and the global economy. He also said the idea that the hacking had reportedly been carried out from Russian IP addresses, which constituted meaningful evidence of anything, was absurd. He went on to say, quote, "Where are the fingerprints? IP addresses can be faked. Do you know how many specialists there are who can make it look as if your children sent something from your home IP address? They can fake anything and then accuse anyone. It's not evidence." Unquote. One America News Network reports that a gunman stormed a casino in Manila, Philippines, setting gaming tables on fire and killing at least 36 people. Most of the victims suffocated in the thick smoke as they tried to hide from the gunfire rather than leave the building. Police said the gunman killed himself in a hotel room after being shot and wounded by security officers at the Resorts World Manila Entertainment Complex. A second person of interest, who was in the casino at the time, was cooperating with the investigation. The Islamic State claimed responsibility for the attack, but officials insist it was a botched robbery. U.S. Secretary of Commerce Wilbur Ross appeared on today's Breitbart News Daily broadcast on Sirius XM Patriot Channel 125 and spoke about President Donald Trump's decision to withdraw from the Paris Climate Accords. Speaking with host Joel Pollack, Secretary Ross said, quote, "I think the economic case is quite clear. This was a terrible business deal that was engineered not on behalf of the U.S.'s best interests." Secretary Ross added, quote, "This was a deal that would have cost the economy $3 trillion over the next several decades. By 2040, our economy would have lost 6.5 million industrial sector jobs, almost half of which, 3.1 million, were in the manufacturing sector." Unquote. Secretary Ross said it was predictable Europeans would be upset that the United States withdrew from an agreement that placed such a lopsided burden on America, and said, quote, "It doesn't surprise me that they're angry that we pulled out because they were getting a relatively free ride out of the U.S. If someone was getting a free ride and now he no longer is, naturally he's going to be angry about that. So that doesn't surprise me at all." Unquote.